got women taking their clothes off to this beat.
Man, you want to take your clothes off? Is that how you feeling right now?
Man, the
Let me
beat,
drop.
man.
Huh?
The beat, man. The beat does something to you. You are recorded from your phone, right?
Fuck, I thought
You're
about it
thinking
too. I
about it.
was like, how am I gonna
You're
get that to the
thinking
computer?
about it.
How am I gonna get it to the computer, man? Like these
Uh,
things get difficult after a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, I woke up Tuesday, and I was like
yeah.
completely well. And then, that morning I just kind of started feeling like some stomach ache, and so I went to the washroom. I did the base the first time. So I'm
Damn.
thinking in my mind that, yo,
Oh,
that's it. And then that was just it, man. It was just nonstop from that point on. It was
damn.
that and throwing up, and it was disgusting. Like,
Oof,
yeah, yeah, it
the
was
worst
bad.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how you fix that, right?
How you
Take a
fix?
shot of whiskey.
Nah. I think that would
You
have
give your
like
body something else to do.
no, get my body confuse my body so it can die another way. It's like, you know what? I don't think this is how you're supposed to
Yeah,
die now.
your body will go, oh shit, I'm not dying from this stomach flu. Fuck, this alcohol's trying to kill me. Fuck the stomach flu. Let me get that alcohol.
I don't know. I think my body's gonna
Try
feel
it.
like, oh shit, I just discovered a new way to kill myself. Like,
Just try it next time for about 5 minutes.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
damn.
man. So that was like pretty much it. And since then, I haven't like fully recovered. I have strength. I lost a lot of weight. I don't even know how much weight I lost, but I lost a lot.
It's
And I,
like a week, bro.
yeah, no, not even a week. But it doesn't have to take a week. Like, those
Hmm.
diet that people go on. What's it called? Like cleansing or cleanse
Yeah,
diet.
cleansing diet
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
keto
Where
and
they,
stuff.
yeah, the keynote, yeah. So I feel like it will be the equivalent of that because they have to clean up their entire system, right? Like flush
Yeah.
it out, make sure like there's no other fat substance. I think that
Yeah.
they basically flush out my entire system and
So you've been on a water diet for a whole week unintentionally.
not even
Damn.
water. Can't even take water, man. Cannot.
Damn.
Yeah, couldn't.
You've
Water
been on
makes
the
sick,
air diet.
man. I
Just
wouldn't
been
wish it on
breathing.
nobody. Put it that way.
Oh.
If I could
So what do
package
you
it up
think?
though, huh?
Do you think it's something you ate or like?
I think it's possible. It's possible that it's something wait a minute, man. Who's doing the interview here? Am I doing the interview or you doing the interview, man?
Yeah.
People gonna see
I'm
me
just
all the time.
I'm just checking in.
Nah, man. Shit. What you got going on in your life? Let's talk about this Floyd Mayweather thing. You check in.
It's
You know, like how you can tell someone like, yo, you overstayed. You're welcome. It's like you overstayed.
that's,
You
that's
overchecked in, son. You were only supposed to like check in like real quick. Like, yo, my man, how you doing? I can bring it back to me. And boom, there you go.
yeah. I'm trying to help you out, man.
Here's the deal. I'll let you know when it comes to that. So let's get to you went to the gym today.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Today was shoulders and forearms. Pretty good.
Shoulders and what coming in?
And forearms.
Oh, forearms, okay.
So it was mostly shoulders,
Yeah.
but it was pretty good workout. Um, went for a quick run before to warm up and also like loosen up my legs after doing leg day yesterday.
Hmm.
But it was good. Came back, made a shake. The shake now, sometimes you gotta go with what you have in your fridge. You gotta go with what's around. So we got protein. That's good. We got some bananas, but these bananas been looking a little soft, so you gotta use all of them. So we got the shake with 5 bananas, 3 scoops of protein. So it's split between myself and my roommate. 3 scoops of protein, some ice cubes, and a bit of yogurt that was left. We didn't have any milk. We didn't have any frozen fruit,
Ah,
but came out like a banana chocolate milkshake.
okay.
But thick. A lot of bananas in there.
How many banana did you put in there?
5 bananas.
Oh, banana
Yeah,
shake.
yeah. It's potassium.
I mean, as
Well,
long as it
good.
works, right? So how
I
you
hope it
liking your
works.
new routine? You're going in. You did legs yesterday.
Yeah.
What do you
So,
typically do for legs?
see, squats, like 5 sets, increasing weight on each one. Then the curl, the extension. What's the other one? Then some calf raises,
Any deadlifts
like
or
two
no?
calf raises. Any deadlift?
Yeah.
No, we have that on back day. So we're following this some Balkan workout.
Okay.
That's like it's like is it Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday break,
Yeah.
Thursday shoulders. Obviously, I did shoulders on Saturday because sometimes you got to be like I'm the captain now.
Ah.
And then, and then Friday is legs, and then 2 days off on the weekend, and then back.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10 weeks, and then you're supposed to increase your calorie intake and all that.
So
By
how
the
do you?
way, I did buy the protein you sent me.
Oh, that.
Um,
Yeah. The performance.
yeah,
I.
I got it on Amazon today.
Oh,
I
good.
got one question though. One question.
Oh, freak.
So this one says it has 50 grams of protein, right? And other whey isolates have like they're like, yeah, we got 25. It's better than the 20. My question is it the same size scoop or does this one just have a bigger scoop? So you're getting times two of the 25.
Man, that's a good question. You know, I have to be totally honest. I've never like really like been able to like totally just get into the product like that. I've never really been
Mm,
like a technical guy who's like, yo, let me focus more on the product. I just focus more on like the result I get from it.
yeah,
So like, and I know all of it is just all marketing strategy, right? It depends
yeah,
on
that's what I'm
if,
thinking.
yeah, if you're looking to get buck, clearly you're going to go with something that has more of whatever it is you're looking to achieve. Not
Yeah,
everyone is on that wavelength, right? Some people just kind of
yeah,
want to, some people want to cut down, they want to trim down, whatever. Like, but for a guy
hmm,
like you, I think if I'm not even mistaken, we may very well have the same metabolism in a sense,
yeah, yeah.
So unless we really work hard towards it, our body typically just doesn't voluntarily change like that,
No,
so yeah, I think it's just all marketing at the end of the day and trying to figure it out
okay,
who's going to go for what and who's not, kind of
yeah,
deal. Yeah, so
yeah, yeah,
you working out with a partner, you say your roommate?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I have a new roommate guy I used to work with.
Okay.
What were we like 1 month strong?
1 month, are you guys going every day
1 month.
or?
No, well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
At least that's the plan. But as some weeks come around, things plans come up in different places, so we got to move some things around. But for now, I'm just trying to get the all these workouts in within 1 week,
Mm-hmm.
and just try to stay consistent with it. So we're like 2 weeks in so far.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 10 week program.
Okay.
Yeah,
And how do you find that on your body?
it's well, seeing how Christmas holidays was like a 3 week break from anything. Kind of hurts right now. It kind of hurts a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, Frank, come out. We're going partying tonight. I'm like, nah, man, my back.
That's a mature decision.
The mature way to deal with it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna go break my back when it's half broken. But I mean, the first week was obviously tougher. Second week, you know, I'm going up in weight, adding more weight, but at the same time, my body's getting used to it. I have less recovery time to deal with,
Hmm.
or I need less recovery time. So, I mean, so far so good.
That's good.
I know the hard part for me is to stick with it, like be consistent for this long, for like the 10 weeks.
Yeah, cause
But
it's, yeah,
you know, helps having this guy here to motivate me,
that's good.
or at least harass me when I'm being lazy.
Okay. So
So it's
does he go to the gym often himself? Was he always in the gym, or is he just like you, where it's
yeah,
like
yeah. He goes to the gym
okay,
often.
okay, so he
Yeah,
knows what he's doing clearly.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it must feel good to have someone in the gym who kind of like know what they're doing, and then
yeah, yeah. Definitely does.
okay,
It's different, man. It's different compared to. Hang on, let me check this YouTube video and see if I'm doing it right.
you got to start from somewhere though. Everybody does.
Exactly, exactly. That's the thing. Like you look at the video, you're like, yeah, that looks right.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Then you look at yourself in the mirror doing it, you're like, that's not right.
that's not right.
That's not right.
That's not
Why
right.
does it hurt?
Yeah, yeah. And do you find sometime like does he sometime adjust your forms and different things like that while you're in the gym with him? Or like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely,
because that's important. That's like avoiding injury and what.
exactly,
Okay. Um.
exactly. Like deadlifts was always one way that I used to injure my back a lot, and I would go in, put on too much weight, my form would be off, and then the next day I'll have like a pain somewhere, and then that pain will now keep me out of going to the gym consistently. So it helps. It helps for someone to be like, just to even say it, yo, check your form.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, you might just get in there, wanna like wrap out your 10 reps real quick, but if you have someone there to go, your form is off. You'll take the time to correct that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And do you find like sometime because I know like being new in the gym and like not that you're absolutely new in the gym, but it's just the level of commitment hasn't really met up to the time that you've been familiar with the
Hmm.
gym, right? So, do you find like when you go to the gym, you're thinking, okay, cool, how many reps is this guy doing? And you make it more of like a number thing as opposed to more of like a effective way of working out, where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I got to do 10. So you go and
Nah, I think it's more like that competitive thing is more on the weight.
okay.
We're sticking to what like the plan says. If the plan says 10 reps, I'm not doing more. So
Oh yeah.
every now and then I'll be like, I got one more. I can do one more.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's like, all right, this feels light. Let me go up one more
Hmm.
or 5 more pounds, something like that. But I don't think the competitiveness is there as far as how many reps you're doing.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to compete on who can do the least reps,
Yeah.
I can win that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, no problem.
I think I might win that right now. The way things is looking. So
Yeah.
let's talk more about what's happening right now. So Prince Harry, I'm sure you've been watching the news. What
I haven't
people are
been
crying.
keeping
No,
up that
like
much.
People are
People are
crying.
crying.
Yeah, they're crying. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
really, Canadian are crying. They don't want to be paying that tax. They don't want to be paying for the
Well,
royal.
I don't want to pay that tax. You want
Well,
to pay that tax?
me, I don't even have the money, man. So,
Exactly. Let me see.
do you know much about the
So
royal family at all?
I don't know. I know a little bit, but like as far as what's going on right now, I mean, you look at the economy, you look at the amount of millennials that still live with their parents, and this guy wants to move out of his grandma's house. Come on, man. Come on.
So you're in support of him
Like
staying with his.
what's going?
He should
You
stay.
know, like come on, man. Like you're making the rest of the people look bad. Now you're telling every millennial, it's good to move out. Get out of there. No, man.
Well, let's.
Just tell grandma I'm gonna be on the east side. I don't want to see you. I'm gonna stay on the east side. You you want to come to Canada and make us pay?
But
Like I think he should pay us to come to Canada. That's how it should be.
if I think if we live in a perfect world, sure.
I mean, first of all, deny his visa until he got
Deny
a
his
good
visa.
enough job. Until he has a good enough job. Actually, let him come in with a work permit.
Can you and an
Let him.
application that says I'm a
Yeah,
prince?
his employer has to go. Yo, he's a good guy. We need him here. Let him in, please.
Yo, who's gonna hire this guy? Can you imagine working next to a Prince Harry? Who's gonna hire him? Is your
Man, you
company
know,
gonna hire him to do to be a
he,
sales rep? Sell
yo,
what?
he
What's
can
he
be
gonna sell?
like,
He's gonna sell computer components.
he can be a public speaker.
Oh,
My
sure,
guy
yeah.
was, my guy was in the military. He can do security jobs. He
But
can be a security consultant.
so wait, he's so he leaves.
There's job opportunities. Don't just come around and think you're just gonna sit around and live off the Canadians, man. We have job opportunities. You can
Major
work
job.
security. You can work security, man.
So what you're saying
You
is
got the
Prince.
expertise.
What you're saying is Prince Harry is going to leave the royal lifestyle, move out to Canada, Vancouver, or Newfoundland. I think he should go to Newfoundland. I think that'd be great.
Boom. Send him there, man.
Yo, I think he's gonna
They
love
will
it there.
love him
That'll
there.
be my recommendation. I think he should go to. He shouldn't go to St. John's. He might be too familiar. He needs to go to like Placentia or someplace like that. Like
Yeah. Like start somewhere in the Bay Area, like
way in the Bay
nice
Area,
nice small fishing
so
community.
he can be by
Let him
himself.
get back with nature. That's what he needs.
I think it'd be great. So he comes. So anyway, the man moved to Canada, moved to Newfoundland. He's somewhere in the Bay Area, and now he's doing public speaking, something he's never done when he was a prince back in the UK. And he's going around and giving advice on the military, how to be a good soldier. What this is what we want him to do. He should.
Yeah. I have a question though. If he leaves, is he still a prince, or is he just plain old
Oh
Harry?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's still a prince. It's
He's
like
still
it's
a
like
prince.
saying, oh yeah, well you leave you know if you get adopted by a white family, are you still black? Like you're still black. Like
I don't know, man.
I mean, you might talk different and get new information, but you're still black. Yeah,
Okay, all right,
yeah,
I can see that.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
that would be a prince.
So I mean, and that's actually one of the things that we're talking about in the news too. Is that is he going to lose his royal privileges and all that stuff? But I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think that's the game plan. It's like, yo, grandma want to move out your house. I never said cut the allowance. So in fact,
Okay, true.
how does it normally work? It's mostly like when kids move out of the house that they get more allowance, right? Because they're not eating from home anymore. The parents have to support. It's like, yo, I can't pay my
Okay.
rent.
Well, yeah, I agree with you there. So it's not the Canadian government or Canadian people's taxes that are paying for his stay. It's his grandma that's gonna pay for his stay, and then
No,
and then and then we tax him on that, and we collect some taxes. That's how it should work.
they're the
That's
reason
how
why.
it should.
Listen, they're the reason why
That's
we're
how it
being
should work.
taxed. Are they not the reason why we're being taxed?
Exactly.
And all the money, how are we going to tax them?
So yeah, no, no. If he comes there, his income should get taxed, including the money he's getting from grandma. Tax it.
I like how he's going about the money
Let's
he's
get
getting
a
from
cut, man.
grandma.
Let's get a cut. Grandma didn't give us any money. It's been a while since grandma gave us any money. Let's get a cut, man. We we got our own prince. His name is Justin Trudeau. He's a good enough prince. He's fine. Even he pays taxes. Where's this guy coming from?
I don't know,
Justin
man.
doesn't need competition.
We're not feeling Justin Trudeau over here. I
Oh
don't,
yeah,
I don't know what
yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing for you guys, but he's not doing anything for us over here. We're in our brother. Like, that man doesn't even recognize
Uh,
his province. So at the moment, we're on our
you,
own. We don't recognize
oh
him
man.
as anything at this point.
All right, you know what? Let's send you the prince then. You guys don't like Justin. Let's send you the prince.
Oh, but the prince is not coming in with more jobs. He's coming in with he's coming in with, on that government assistant mentality. Like, help me out.
Yo, he's a prince, man. You don't know what he can do. He might tell
what
grandma to hook you guys up.
well, what can he do that he's not always doing? So a lot of people are mad though that they feel like Megan is the reason why. Like, do you feel like Megan is the reason why this man is out of his mind right now?
So I made one of these jokes recently. I'm not sure if I should be proud of it,
You made one
but
joke.
hang on, hang
Let's
on.
hear it. Let's hear the joke. You funny?
So if Megan is to blame, my reason why is the royal family thought they could have a black person, but she's not trying to be a slave. So she's grabbing her man and getting the hell out of there.
Oh shit! That sounds like some Get Out. Sounds like some Get
Exactly
Out
some
shit.
get
What?
out shit. She went in there, saw some get out kind of shit, and she was like, "Yo, Harry, I can't take it, man. It's me or them."
So wait a
And
minute.
Harry's like, "You're all I got. Let's go." I don't like them either. They killed my mama.
I think a lot of people would hate you for that for sure. I think I mean the whole country turned on this woman like
this
like she
this
was
is
the
why I
worst
don't
thing.
repeat this joke.
Yo, they like Dracula more than they ever like Megan, man. They turn on her big time. So they're not really feeling her at all. So what you're saying is that from your analogy is that she's black?
It's just a joke that comes out of
What?
the kind of racial divide you're seeing in America. I'm just saying, some get out situation that they're not telling us about. You can tell I just bullshitted my way
Dog,
around
you
there,
kill
right?
me, man.
I'm just saying,
It's like I was like, yo,
there's
I know I
something
see
going
this
on.
lady's picture, but like, okay, it's one of those jokes
She
I need.
she's mixed. She's mixed.
Okay,
When you're mixed, what takes majority?
listen, I don't know anything about this woman. Okay, like
Okay, okay.
all I've seen a picture, and then recently I learned that she didn't even have the baby herself. Like, these are
Oh yeah, she didn't.
top notch information that I'm getting here.
She didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't have the baby herself, but then she told everybody she was having this baby, and then she wanted them
Maybe
not
they
having the
didn't like
baby.
that.
Like, how crazy is that? Would you do
Like,
that?
yo, Kim Kardashian did it.
I mean, like, if you're not having a baby is one thing, don't you think? Like, if you're not having a baby is one thing, but don't you think that you should say, hey, we're having like a surrogate mother, whatever, whoever is having your child?
You don't need to confuse people with details, man.
Oh, okay.
Baby is coming. It's my baby.
So
The
you
end.
just wear like fake pregnancy every day, like.
Is that what she did? I don't know if she did that. I mean, if,
That's
if
exactly
that's
what she
what
did.
she did, if that's what
Yeah, because
did she really?
I just found this shit out. So it's like one day
Yo,
the tummy would be huge and big, right? And then the next day the tummy would be like flat, and people would be like, "Yo, she can't be
man,
pregnant."
the baby's moving around.
Yeah, the baby, baby be at the back one day. Baby, baby do a shoulder workout now. The baby's on the shoulders. So,
Damn,
yo, I hope they don't.
is this a fact?
That's what I heard. Yeah,
Let's see. I gotta look this up.
yeah. Look it up. Look into that. Like, it's crazy. Let me play our music, man.
Okay, okay. No, I don't know if this music goes with like it goes with making the baby, not checking if the baby was real or not.
Hey, don't give the people any more details they wouldn't know. By the way, you're not tuning into. Thank you for coming to the show, 18th Avenue Podcast. I'm here today with my dear friend Frank, and we haven't spoken in a while, so we're just chopping it up. This particular episode has no title. This is about nothing, but you know, we felt it was a decent time to catch up and just just talk about things. So thank you for tuning in to another episode, 18th Avenue Podcast. We're happy to have you here. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. So Frank, did you look at that? Look up that information.
Okay. I got you.
You see it?
Okay, so I mean, it's not proven. There's a conspiracy theory, they're claiming she used a surrogate.
Wait.
I
Hold your
mean,
thoughts. Hold your thoughts. I'll be right back. Hold your thoughts.
so according to my research, right,
Uh-huh.
like 2 minutes on Google, it looks like they're claiming
Mm.
she used a surrogate
Okay.
for the first baby. And then there's some other news article saying she's going to use a surrogate for the second baby. So, I mean, I don't know what to believe. Was it on CNN?
Man, listen.
Was it on BBC?
My source just told me, and I didn't bother to look into it. I was like, yo, my source must be right. I don't know. Like, I just like, because people hit her so much at this time, right? Like, they would just put out anything.
Yeah.
But I do think that if she did that, she definitely wrong for that. Because at first I was kind of like defending her, right? I was like, yo, people should just leave her alone. You know, like,
Man,
just.
I mean, we live in modern times, you know? If your plan is to be a model, let the surrogate make the baby. You know? you, you just be there when the baby comes out and be like, hey, it's me, mommy.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. You know how, like, your moms used to threaten you with, I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it.
Right.
She won't be able to say that.
That's true.
That's like, that kid's not going to be disciplined.
That's a horrible thing to be saying. I can't even like.
You can't, like, what are you going to threaten the kid with? Like, I'll take your iPad. Yo, mom, it's cool. I got other iPads.
You know the best joke.
I'm the prince.
The
I got
best joke.
iPads for days.
The best joke I heard recently was Trevor Noah. He was like, "Can you imagine being that kid? He's gonna grow up one day and realize, like, yo, he's gonna look at his parents like, yo, so you mean to tell me I was a prince, and now I gotta work?" Kid be mad as hell.
Hey, I gotta work security with dad. Damn it.
Oh man, that's
Exactly, man.
yeah,
Like,
that's
come
super.
on, don't do it for yourself. Do it for your kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I keep getting the idea that this sort of came up because of like the scandal with Prince Andrew and Epstein. It came like maybe it was something they had already been speaking about how they don't want to be in the royal family, and then Andrew comes around hanging with Epstein, and
Epstein, like
like
the guy who died.
the guy who supposedly killed himself.
Shit,
There's some
dog.
conspiracy
This is a lot of
theories about that
history.
one too.
You got proof?
Yo, hey man,
Okay,
I
okay,
don't
go
know.
on, go on. Let me hear you out.
I don't know if he killed himself. I
Okay,
don't know if he didn't kill himself. That's what I'm saying.
okay. So
Anyway,
who's Andrew?
so Andrew is Prince Charles's brother.
The one that the current.
No, no, it's just so like Harry's dad is Charles,
Okay,
and Andrew is Charles's brother.
all right.
So there's some. It all started that after the whole Epstein thing came out, they started naming celebrities and important people in the world that used to hang out with this guy and go to his parties and everything and use his private jet. And it came out that Prince Andrew, the Queen's like son, was one of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And then he actually went on I guess like a British version of 60 Minutes or something like that.
Okay.
He went on one of these shows and they're asking him questions, and this guy is just bombing this interview. They showed him a picture. They're like, why are you sweating so much? It's like, oh yeah, I have a medical condition.
Oh,
That's why I
Andrew.
sweat so much. Yeah, it's like I wasn't partying. I had a medical condition. That's why I was sweating so much.
Right.
Then they show him a picture with a chick um, at a party with Epstein, and he's like, "Oh, I never touched her. I never went near her." And they're like, "Well, whose hand is that on her hip?" It's like, I don't know. That's not my hand. But it's a picture,
So
dude.
what does this have to do with Harry?
So I'm questioning whether or not this whole scandal in the family made Harry go, all right, that's it. I was just thinking about it before, but like, look at my fucking uncle, man. We're out. Like, Megan, you were right. Save me from these people.
All right, man. We definitely need music for that. And by the way, whatever happens to, I realize every time I hit this music thing, it takes forever for it to kick in. Like there's like a lag. There's like a major 5 seconds lagging on this thing before it kicks in. But,
you gotta time it.
Well,
I like how the music just makes it's like, yo, let's take a pause on that conversation and think about it.
like a moment of silence.
Let's have a moment of silence for Prince Harry leaving his grandma behind.
So, okay, I see what you're saying, but I don't want to get too much into conspiracy. I'm not very good at it.
Okay.
It's not really like my field or anything like that. So let's come back to the Prince and Meghan in Canada. So Tim Hortons, after they initially announced they're coming to Canada or moving to Canada, whatever, Tim Hortons basically was like, yo, cool, you guys can come on in. We will give you like, endless lifetime supply of coffee and shit.
Yo,
And then
I bet they don't want Tim Hortons. They want Starbucks. These are fancy rich people, man. Why are they drinking Tim Hortons? They're gonna have a butler in their house bringing them their coffee. You telling me the butler is going out to Tim Hortons to
Nah,
get
maybe
that
they can
large
just
double
have like a
double
Tim
and bringing
Hortons
it
like
back.
right there. They can just have a Tim Hortons in their yard.
All right, all
You
right.
don't know like
That
what
could.
extent Tim Hortons is willing to go. Uh,
Okay, true, true.
but people were mad though. People were mad because people were like, "Yo, there's a whole lot of like homeless people here in Canada, and like, you can't
They
even
don't get
give
free
people
Tim
free
Hortons.
coffee." And then suddenly, they just felt like they were jumping on his bandwagon.
Yeah.
How do you? Yeah. What do you?
Well, it's like for Tim Hortons, it would of course be good publicity for them
Of course, it's
to be
business.
like, we're the official coffee supplier of the royal family.
Yeah.
That's an endorsement deal right there. If Harry's running low on funds for the month, you're like, Tim Hortons, I work for you.
That's right.
Anywhere I go, Tim Hortons cup in my hand. I
Yeah.
pay him good money. As far as I think that's all it comes down to. Tim Hortons saw a business opportunity
And they try to
to
capitalize on it.
exactly, and why wouldn't you? You know, like if I sold hats, like, yo, Harry, wear my hat, man. You know, people are angry at you, people are happy with you,
Yeah.
but at least they're gonna see you with my hat. So why
Yeah.
not? But my question is, why don't they go to America? I mean, Megan's American. You know, go to America. Go colonize that shit.
Um. I mean, personally though, like I don't really care where these folks go. Like they want to go to the states, they want to go to America, wherever they want to go. That's up to them,
You
man.
know,
These are like we're not talking about runaway kids here. We're talking about adults. Like they're not even runaway. They're like princess and
listen, man. If you've been living at grandma's house your
yeah,
entire life and you're like 40, you're running away. Finally.
man. But that grandma house is that's grandma house with a Lamborghini, grandma house with the word in your hand, grandma
Oh
house
yeah.
with like you snap a finger and you
I
have
would
like
just
three,
shut up
four
and be
butler.
nice to grandma,
Grandma house. You wouldn't be eating five bananas after a workout. You have
bro. I'll be
proper
eating 10 bananas. I'll be eating 10 bananas.
and you have milk.
we we have milk in the shake too. Damn.
And you have milk.
Yo,
Most importantly,
if
so it's a different vibration, it's
yeah,
different thing
yeah.
with
I
grandma
mean,
house. It's not the same.
if he wants to swap places, I'm down. I'm moving with grandma.
You would?
Yeah,
I
I'm
bet you
moving
would.
with
You
grandma.
look like
I'll
you
hang
would
out.
movie with grandma. You look like you're ready to move in
Yo,
right now
man,
with grandma.
grandma. Yo, grandma, take me in, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I can be your African grandson. You know you need one.
Yeah. So
You missing out, grandma. Bring a lot of culture to you, grandma.
but I don't even know if they use a lot of lotion and whatnot because like they don't get like ashy like we do. They do get dry skin
Well,
though, so you have
you
to
know,
you get free supply of cocoa butter and stuff.
I mean, probably have a servant that rubs the cocoa butter on me.
Yeah, let me play music on that
You know,
while you say that. Pause,
like,
by the way. Yo, I just for the first time, I had this real podcaster now, and I haven't, because I've been waiting on you to send me sound. So finally, this guy
yeah.
sent me like sounds. I'm like, all right, then, this is what we're gonna do. So, anyway, so yeah, talk about the cocoa butter.
I mean, okay, so we'll make sure they get a young female servant that works there.
Okay.
Her previous career was as a model. Now she went to school to learn how to rub cocoa butter on royalty, and she's gonna work for me.
She can't just go to any
three
school.
times a day.
She can't be at any school. Not like some random like memorial or something
No,
like
no,
that. Like she has to
no
go to
they
a Princeton of cocoa butter,
yeah.
Harvard of cocoa
The
butter.
the 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 Buckingham Palace uh college. She gonna be in the cocoa butter faculty. Yeah. I mean, it could work. It could work. What's Harry's address? I'm gonna start sending him mail. Be like, yo, bro, let's swap. Let's swap, man. I already got a job for you here.
All right. So she's gonna have to she go to the Buckingham Park University
The
to apply
Buckingham
proper
Palace
cocoa butter
Academy.
on the African
Yeah,
adopted grown man.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
even a child, like a grown man. Like,
No, 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 no.
are you gonna like?
Maybe,
So
maybe
what would you
they start
do?
her.
What would you do to like become adaptable? Like to be
Well,
adopted into the royal family. How far are you
well,
willing to go?
well. I mean, I'm gonna just do nice shit. Be like a really nice person. Go, go out to poor countries, help the people out. Look
Okay,
important doing it.
I thought you were doing
You
that
know,
already.
I can't afford to.
Oh, okay.
I
So
can't afford to fly to Africa every month to help people out.
yeah, yeah.
But in that situation, I could do it every other week.
Mm,
Help out the less fortunate.
right.
Make sure I look good in a suit. It's a good one. Yeah,
I
you
don't think that I don't think that's part of it.
that doesn't fall. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
I don't
part of
think
it.
that fall under the umbrella of
What else?
what you would
Ah,
do. I mean, I understand you're
stay
saying it,
out
but it
of.
just doesn't sound right. I don't know if people are going to stand behind that. Like, I know people are going to be
he
like,
look
yeah.
he look good in a suit. He's a
It's
prince.
important for Frank to look good in a suit while he's here in Africa trying to help us pull people out. So look at what I did
Yeah.
last week.
All right, not look good in a suit. Always look good in the pictures. Bring some publicity about all the good things
So far, all
we're
of it
doing
sounds
as
like
the
it's all
royal
about
family.
you. Like, what about the kids, the people you're helping out?
Yeah, yeah, we're doing the good shit for them. It's just being documented.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see.
It's just being documented. Just make sure it's documented. Make sure everybody knows about it. And then everyone's like, "Oh, this guy's good." And then also avoid Uncle Andrew's friends because he was friends with Epstein, man. No matter what he says, he was friends with Epstein. Just
Hey, the
avoid
man doesn't remember.
avoid
He has a
Uncle Andrew's
condition.
friends.
All right,
He has a condition.
he
Yes,
has a condition. So his condition has been
he
conditioned for.
sweat. He
Says,
sweats a lot and loses his memory.
man, if you do a crime and you don't want to go to jail, the best thing you can do is lose your memory. Um,
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know if he did. I don't even know about. Like I said, that conspiracy is
Nah,
heavy.
look it up later. Just not the conspiracy part. Just Andrew in interviews where you can tell. I mean, like, okay,
So he's a
this
prince
guy's
also, right?
hiding
Prince.
something.
He will be Prince Andrew also.
Prince Andrew. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I've actually been like, there's been a bit of speculation about whether or not he's also gonna ask to leave the royal family or leave the life because
Where's
of
he
the
gonna
scandal.
go? He has a condition. Where's he
Exactly,
gonna
man.
go?
He's too old to be moving out of grandma's house.
How
He's
old is he?
locked in now. I don't know, man. 60.
60. Oh,
Hey,
is this the old guy who's always hanging behind him? Maybe not.
no, 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 no,
No.
no, no. I don't think so.
Okay.
Prince Andrew, age like 60 something, 59, 59. He's a young guy, man.
Man, at that time, man, at that point, you can't really move, go anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm going to show you an image of our beloved city,
Calgary?
Calgary. Have you been to Calgary?
No, not yet. This summer.
What do you think this is?
It's like art. Is that snow?
Yeah.
Wait, how much snow did you guys get?
No, this is in Newfoundland.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Yeah. Oh man, they got hammered. I was like, yo, Dad. Uh, glad I moved out, man. 'Cause otherwise, I would be out there all day with you digging stuff out. But yeah, they got hammered, man. Like almost 100 centimeters in some areas.
Yeah, yeah.
It is nuts. State of emergency. I
Yeah.
mean, for as long as I lived there, what was it like 10, 12 years? About 10 years. I don't think we had a bunch of snow, but we didn't have this much. I
We
mean,
didn't have a state of emergency, I don't recall.
no, no, this
I
is
called my sister up last night to check up on her, and
yeah,
you know, I had called her first, then I never got a hold of her. Then I called Todd to check up on him as well. So then,
yeah,
so we had a great old chat, and then I was like, it was kind of late. So I was like, yo, let me just call her up and see, what's going on. Cause she called me while I was on the phone still with Tor.
mm,
Anyway, yeah. So it turns out that she was actually still at, I don't know, the hospital wherever she works at. Um,
yeah,
state of emergency. They weren't allowed to leave, but the hospital or
yeah,
the place was nice and they provided them with like emergency kit to sleep.
yeah.
And I was like, so do you guys have rooms? It's like, no, it's just basically you walk around like wherever you can find to sleep. Like they gave you all the, I don't know if
Oh yeah,
I don't know if it's air mattresses, but they take pretty good care of them.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was kind of weird. I was like, yo, you need really to start considering moving out because
yeah. So
like nobody. Hmm.
my mom's a nurse, right?
Yeah.
So she got lucky that the day before
Mm.
she worked her regular shift, and they were like, "Yo, can you stay overnight and do a double shift?" She did it. Came home the next morning and got in just in time. That she didn't have to go to work that day.
Oh.
So it's like she did her double shift the night before, while the people that are have done all of yesterday, like two double shifts
Right.
yesterday, are
Right.
still stuck there because everything's still closed.
Mm-hmm.
So mom's got lucky, but it's wild, man.
It's
I mean,
wild, B. It's
but
wild. I can't imagine.
here's what gets me about this state of emergency, right? There's people with skidoos. They got their snowmobiles. There's a bunch of snow. Apparently, they're not allowed out there.
Where's the state of
You know,
emergency? Why are they gonna go outside?
I mean, I got a snowmobile.
So
It was made for snow.
no, but it's a
I
state of.
mean, I mean, all right. What if it's an emergency that I gotta get somewhere and get some beer, so,
Okay.
so I can go back and be in an emergency inside my house?
No, but
I mean,
going out to get
let
beer
let
is
me
not.
ride, bro.
But going out, no, no, no. Going out to get a beer is not an emergency at all. In fact, I can think of many emergency. But let's go with your
You don't
analogy,
know,
right?
man.
Let's suppose that you're in a war
Hang
zone.
on, hang on, hang on. Before you say anything, let me interrupt you here. You've lived in Newfoundland. Having beer is not an emergency.
It's definitely not an emergency. I don't even drink beer. You know that.
Okay, not for you, but for other people, is having beer an emergency?
No, because it's not an emergency. It's still not an emergency. Even if it was for
Okay.
me, like it's not what's the emergency about? You want to drink beer? That's your emergency?
Hell yeah, man. I'm not going anywhere for 2 days.
Nah, nah, nah. That's not an emergency. And the fact that you have skidoos and all this stuff. State, yeah, state of emergency is a state of emergency. If you're in a war-torn country and there's a curfew, and you're like, oh well, I'm a gun carrier or whatever, that doesn't mean you can be out on the street with your gun. Like,
What if you're
can
like
you?
Batman or something?
What if you what?
What if you're like Batman?
Have you seen Batman? Real life?
Yeah, he's in the shadows.
I've never seen Batman. I never met Batman in my life. I, I would have seen a guy on TV. That's it. I can rely on him. He's unreliable.
True, true, true.
Very
But
unreliable.
it's a pretty serious situation there. Apparently, like some point there were like 13,000 people without power.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I heard. Yeah, which is, I mean, in a state of emergency, that's bad. You know, maybe your buddy with a skidoo can bring you a generator, but he's not allowed to go anywhere.
Most people with freaking skidoo, the skidoo is probably just for themselves. Where are they gonna put the generator? How big is the generator that's gonna
Drag it in the back.
and where are you gonna get the generator from? It's not like people have generators sitting in the backyard. I don't. Did you own a generator when you were back in Newfoundland?
No, but
Yeah, no, no, no.
well, that's
Name
only
another
cause we
person
only
you
got a
knew who owned.
blackout.
Huh?
We only got a blackout once every like 4 years.
Okay. But did you own a generator
But
then?
I mean, if that blackout happened once every 2 years, maybe we would have gotten one. But no, no.
Yeah. So I think
But Canadian Tire has a lot of them. You got to break in.
Canadian Tire probably started bringing them in since the state of emergency
Exactly.
because it's a pretty bad
But
business. No, no, no.
but
It's probably hasn't even
here's
arrived in the province yet because the state of emergency just happened. So which means they're like, oh man, this could be a business. But it's like by the
exactly.
time it get here, the state of emergency is over. Then we have to sit around for another 4 years.
But a lot of people are gonna think, well, you're never catching me with my pants down again. I'm gonna have a generator forever.
Yeah, some people like that.
You
Yeah,
know?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
But
people like that.
apparently the day before, they already know all this snow is coming. People start panicking like it's the apocalypse, the end of the world. They're running to grocery stores and buying everything. Like,
Why are they
like yo,
panicking? These are like
the
Newfoundlanders. These
most
are born. Are they Africans or like Newfoundlanders?
no man, they've been enjoying the good life for too long. they, they apparently shelves were empty. People are buying all this food like it's gonna be like this for weeks. But typically, no matter how bad it is, within 2 days you already have people moving around.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
So I mean, I don't get the panic. A lot of people panic, but that's what it is, man. I mean,
So,
yeah.
did your parents
So,
panic too? Did they kind of
man,
run to the store?
does my dad look like someone that panics a lot?
Nah, nah, nah. George is pretty calm.
He's like, yo, chill,
He's
everybody,
like the
chill.
color blue. He's very calm.
He's like, yeah, he's like, chill. You know what? You guys worry about that. I'm gonna take a nap.
Let me
Nah,
know
man,
when
they
the
were
snow
chilling.
comes.
Exactly. They were chilling. I talked to them yesterday. They're like, yeah, you know what? We got internet. We got Netflix. We
There you
got
go.
power.
There you go.
We got books to
Fire.
read. The
Yo.
power goes out. We got candles.
That's
If the
what
power goes out, we got fire.
that's when I
Yeah,
dropped the beat.
yeah. We got books. Mm. We got internet.
Boom.
Yo, we got Netflix.
Boom.
We can watch 10 movies.
Boom.
We got a fireplace in case the fire goes out.
Boom.
We got a fire in case we just want to have a fire.
Boom. Boom.
We got snacks.
Boom.
There's food in the freezer.
Boom.
We got chips and dip.
Boom.
On top of that, we got wine too.
Boom. Yeah, it's perfect. Um, would you ever like move back and live in your fun line?
I've always said it's a good place to retire.
All this snow?
Yo, I mean, okay, so a couple of years ago, my parents got someone that clears the front of their driveway for them.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that, you don't have that much snow to clear.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So if you have that, I mean, you're always good to go. Number two, get a truck, man. Put a plow on it. Get a garage. Put the truck inside. When all the snow comes, when it's done, you open up the garage, you fire up the plow,
Yeah.
and you just plow your way out
Damn, son.
and go do what you gotta do.
So you're thinking more for retirement then?
Well, yeah, it's a place like I think if I was to move back to, I'd be much older. Um, but for it's also a place I like to visit, sometimes very briefly.
How brief?
Um,
In and out brief.
weekend,
Like
weekend, long
week.
weekend, long weekend,
That's an
long
expensive
weekend,
trip. You might as well go to Africa.
long weekend. It's not so bad. I mean, with what's that airline? Swoop Airlines. You know,
They're coming. I read that they are going to have an extension, but I think it's going to be primarily summertime when that
yeah, yeah.
happens.
So
But yeah.
Hamilton to St. John's for like $100 ish.
Oh, that's crazy. That's every weekend then.
Like each way $100.
Still.
Like that's nothing, right? But so far, Swoop has been getting a lot of bad publicity
Uh-uh.
for their customer service and just straight up leaving passengers stranded. Like
Really?
yeah, just like a few days ago, there was something about how they did like a trip to Mexico or something, somewhere down there, and
Mm.
um, the plane to pick the people up to bring them back. The plane didn't show up, and the
What?
customer service couldn't tell the people when a plane was gonna show up. So they ended up giving them some pretty shitty hotels. People were complaining. I think they were like an extra day without knowing what's going on. I mean, yo, just lie to me and tell me we're finding the plane. They'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just lie to me. Don't tell me you don't know. I mean, you tell me you don't know, I might have to join the cartel and start a life in
Ah.
Mexico. Tell me, lie to me. Tell me, I mean, it's pretty bad right now, but we got a plane coming. So I don't know what exactly is going on with them internally in their business.
Right.
I mean, uh, I guess we're seeing the reason why it's so cheap is that obviously they don't have that side of things figured out or won't invest to get that side of things figured out. So that seems risky, but I mean, for the prices, you're flying. Just just expect it. Expect that things might not go wrong. Take the money you saved and keep that as insurance just in case.
Oh man.
I mean, I'll still fly for cheap.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
like 1-2 days delayed. That's fine. Just let me know. Just let me know. Don't lie to me, please. Lie to me and tell me it's gonna be a few days, but you're gonna be stuck here.
you could like be homeless in a foreign land.
Yo, as
Cause
long as you let me know I'm homeless for 2 days, I will figure it out.
It won't be
As
so
long as
bad.
I know I don't have to rely on you for
Right.
2 days waiting to hear back from you, I will try to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you keep telling me you don't know, then I'll be like, what are you good for?
Yeah, what are you good for? Yeah.
Yeah, tell me something.
I mean, it's a well, first of all, I think it's a very bad business etiquette to have people stranded in the first
Yeah,
place and not have like
yeah,
it's kind of like running your business without putting in any sort of safety measure, not looking at oh what
yeah,
if you didn't even consider look at your business plan and say what if this was to happen. You're just kind of like winking it at this point and hoping that something like nothing ever goes wrong. Yeah,
yeah,
you can't do that. That's
exactly.
how you go bankrupt very quickly, and I'm sure they're gonna have some serious lawsuit if they haven't already had some
Hmm.
lawsuits.
Well,
But
I
Sue,
have a feeling. Here's my guess on the whole lawsuit thing. You know these guys, airlines, and I'm trying to figure out who else I'm going to group in here. Anyway, let's go with airlines.
which
They
airlines?
definitely spent money on lawyers
Oh yeah,
to
of
make
course.
sure that when you book that flight, you're agreeing that if they leave you stranded, it's not their fault.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you agree to.
Exactly, man. Like, I mean, who reads their Apple agreement when they set up a new iPad or a new phone? You don't know what's in there.
I trust Apple.
Yeah. Well, okay. but but here's
I mean,
one
I
that's
don't trust
actually,
Samsung, but I trust Apple.
man. I trust Samsung. At least my phone will only blow up. Here's an example is an example that's actually true. Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that when you upload your pictures to Facebook, it's no longer yours.
Oh yeah.
It's now their property,
Yeah.
and they can do whatever they want with
That's
it.
why they make it impossible. You ever tried to delete your pictures on Facebook? I remember trying to cancel my.
Exactly,
It's a
exactly, and
nightmare.
for a long time, it's like, yo, how is something as great as Facebook free? It's not free. They're probably taking more from you than you think, right? But it's all about whether you care or not.
What choice do you
I
have?
mean, I feel like
So
someone
what
like
I tell
Prince
people,
Harry might care
what choice do you
if
have?
Facebook owns his pictures.
Right.
There is a choice, man. Move into a cabin. Don't leave.
We're gonna move into Stuart's cabin. Don't worry. We're gonna move back to Newfoundland in our old age and move into Stuart's cabins. Um,
thinking thinking about it, that's something I would do there is like buy a cabin just for like you get away. It wouldn't be too far from the city. You get away to the island. You post up in a cabin, have a good time.
yeah, yeah.
It's not far from the city where you can like drive in, see people, whatever. But you
Yeah.
don't have to live in the city while you're there.
No, I think that for me, Newfoundland would be. There's many reasons why I like Alberta, and there's also a lot of reason why it's like my least favorite place to live. So the reason I like it is because of the mountains. You can like it's just beautiful. It's second to none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think for me, if I was to go to like Newfoundland, I think I would like to live as far away from the city itself as possible.
Hmm.
Maybe not totally completely live, but at
Yeah.
least like that would be like where I would want to spend most of my time.
Yeah.
I suppose to like the city itself, but I also wish that you know there was some sort of hope out there that it will get warmer by the time we get to that point where we're like, yo, we're trying to retire. Because really, man,
Now,
I don't
man.
want to deal with this cold, man. I dealt with the cold my whole life. Now I got to deal with the cold when I'm an old man and I can't even do things for myself. I'm slipping and sliding. I'm walking around with cane or whatever the heck it is I'm
This
using
is
to
the
move air.
perfect time to play that music. Old man slipping and sliding.
couldn't say. Let me say
You're an
that
old
again.
man slipping and sliding in the cold.
I can do things for myself, and I'm in Newfoundland, trying to survive. Like, what am I trying to prove at this point? Like, so the snow part, I'm not really feeling that. So I wish that there was some gray area where things could get warmer. I think that'd be
So
pretty cool.
are you saying global warming?
Man,
Let's do that shit. Let's do some global warming.
global warming has been around. They messed up the planet, bro. Like, and we continue to mess it up. I don't even want to get into that conversation because this podcast. I don't even want to get into that conversation about global warming right now. I am not.
You know, it's now called climate change.
What's it called?
It's now climate change because because oh, so this is again all a marketing thing, right? First they call it global warming, then they see that not everything's getting warm. Some places are getting warm, and some motherfuckers are getting cold.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's call it climate change.
Huh.
But you know, there's theories on every side. Lots of good people on both sides.
Yeah.
Um, there's there's theories that and facts that show that the temperature on Earth changes. It's been changing forever. Changes back and forth.
Yeah.
It's never just consistent.
But
But
it's not changing spontaneously. There's a reason why it's
yeah,
been changing. It's because we as human beings, we're going out of our way to mess it up. You know.
I thought you just said we weren't gonna go into this.
Yeah, man. Let's get. Yeah, but why are you on this, man? Like, let's get out of this because that's a long
I just
conversation.
I just wanted to make one point, and you're like, you know what? We're in this.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to make a point and then like not have someone else make a point. Okay, cool. So we're getting out of
Okay,
this.
okay.
Look, I think we had a good bit of podcasts in here based on what we
But
talked about. This
yeah,
podcast, once again, is about absolutely nothing. It's just Frank and I, we're old friends. We grew up and we're catching up. Currently reside in Toronto. I'm in Alberta. And Dave Rogan said to talk to your friends if you don't have a guest. So I'm doing my best to encourage my friends. You could be next. Who knows? To just have a just have a conversation and be relaxed and I was kind of I have to say though, Frank, I was very nervous because you kind of threw me off when I sent you. I was like, okay, cool. Well, what would you like to talk about? And you're like everything. I was like, oh no, freak. This is a mistake.
I mean,
So the whole while I'm
but
like super nervous. I'm like, if this doesn't pan up, man, I'm just can just produce it.
but you know, let me. I think the thing is, I looked at it like this. I mean, like every conversation you and I have, like we'll chat for like over an hour, and we'll go into a bunch of different topics. I mean, at the end of the day, it does make sense somewhat. And we'll go into a bunch of different topics. So when you asked me what topic, it felt, I guess, a bit unnatural to just talk about one thing.
Right.
Even though I know for sure we could talk about one thing, but that one thing would go into a bunch of different directions at the same time.
Right, right.
So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna like put any restriction on it from my part.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, you wanted to talk about the royal family,
No,
and
man. I
let me looking back at what we talked about. Here we go. You wouldn't retire in Newfoundland as an old man because of the slipping and sliding and the cold and shit.
Yeah, man, it's just too
But
rough. Rough.
let me fix it. Let me fix it for you. So you take Prince Harry's place, right? You got all this royalty behind you. You got the servant that went to the college.
Swap.
That exactly. You do the swap. You got the servant that went to the college that does the cocoa butter lotion
No, that's for you.
professionally
That's for you.
6 times a day. No, I'm
That's
planning your retirement now. We got the idea. I'm planning your retirement. She does the cocoa butter 6 times a day. Oh yeah, hit him with the music. The cocoa butter 6 times a day. I mean, you're in the royal family. You got like a driver. You got a cook. You got like someone that makes your bed. You got someone that tucks you in. You got someone that carries you so you don't have to slip and slide. Under those circumstances, no matter how much the snow or the global warming climate change thing, you can retire in Newfoundland.
oh yeah. Oh, it's no brainer. I'm gonna have
No
like a really
brainer,
hot
man.
chick with cocoa butter
Ah,
and
we
lotion.
didn't we didn't say she had to be hot. She just had to be like a professional with the cocoa butter.
Nah, dog.
She doesn't have to be hot.
She
You're
has
gonna
to
be
be hot.
old.
What?
You're gonna be old. You can't see anymore.
Yeah. But I still have hope. I still have.
How you gonna know? How you gonna know she's hot? You be like, hey, young blood, come over here. Is she hot?
I have insight, man.
You got the insight.
Yeah. I gotta,
The
like
sixth,
Steven.
the sixth sense.
Okay, picture Stevie Wonder being with like a really like a not so like good looking woman. I mean, he's older
He
now,
wouldn't
so
know
of course
shit.
his wife. He's married, right? I hope he's married. But
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, I don't even know. But anyway, let's suppose he's married. But
What? All right. Let me
she's hot, and he's that man
let me ruin
hasn't
it
seen
right away.
anything his whole life. I've been here.
Let
I've
me
seen colors.
let me ruin it right away. How does Stevie Wonder know that that's what is hot?
I'm sure his homies telling him that's the one.
What if his homies are all Ray Charles?
Yeah, but Ray Charles' wife was beautiful.
What if Ray Charles thought she was ugly?
Yo, my man, where you going with this? Yo, guys, I wanna,
Oh, I just hit my head.
I want
I'm
to thank
laughing
you
so
all
hard.
for tuning in to this week, this conversation, this podcast. I'm going to look at it later on and figure out, okay, should we release this or not? I think we will release it just because, like, it's been a fun moment just here laughing. We did have a couple challenges. I was trying to really link this up, have like a video component as well as like an audio component, not just for me, but also for my guests as well. But it took a while, but I figured that's why I have the second camera here recording him. So I think somewhere in the middle, we're just going to drop it. Like he's going to flash. So we'd like to thank you all for tuning in. And again, this podcast was really about nothing. Just wanted to have a conversation with my friend. And yeah, Frank, any last words? Why is your thing flipping?
Hang on.
Interesting.
No last words, man. Just thanks for having me. It's pretty cool you're doing this. It's a good chat as always. Let's do another one again sometime. I mean, I'll try to have different coffee next time. Do
Okay.
my best.
Okay.
Gotta work on the outfit, of course. You know,
That's all right. It's, you're relaxed. You're
gotta
in your
get me
home.
a nice fedora.
Yeah, I
Get
just
me.
kind of like, I just throw this on. Like, I was like, yo.
All right, gotta get me a haircut because this shit ain't lined up. I'm not even gonna take the hat off. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's all good.
Yeah, man.
Good
Thanks for
time.
coming on. And I know it took a little bit, but I actually got to go because I was supposed to have like a freaking a conversation there with someone else at like an
Damn.
hour ago. So
Damn.
thank you, 18th Avenue podcast, and that's pretty much that. Hey, it's me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit that notification button so that you may be notified every time we release content every Wednesday. See you next time on 18th Avenue Podcast.